So I think we should talk about the aspect of me being finicky.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
That's one thing that really affected us when we got married. And you can imagine that me being finicky didn't also help when I got pregnant again.
With all the hormones.
With all the hormones raging. Little things got to me more, I think. I don't know. But I am the finicky type. I want something here. I want something there. And you are the one you don't see it. For instance, I will never forget. Toothpaste. I want to press my toothpaste from under. My daddy husband wants to press it in the middle. So by the time I get there, he has brushed before me or something. He has pressed it in the middle, and I keep going back to teach you. And after a while, I said, you know what? I'm going to buy it too. I cannot even shout. This is your own. This is my own. But guess what? He will still press my own because, you do not see it. And to think that those little things were a big deal.
Yeah.
But guess what? Now we use the same teeth. But you know that me too, I now press from the middle.
Yeah, blood has mixed.
You know? But those were the things that caused issues back in the days.
Yes.
And I can say for sure now that if you come into our room, there's the side of your bed, the whole room, your side and my side. Because I cannot sleep if the bed, one part of the bed is unmade.
Yeah.
And you can sleep anywhere.
Now, the interesting thing, and that's a very interesting conversation, so I'll start from there and go back. Now, the interesting thing is I used to make the bed.
Yes. And I don't like making the bed.
Because she doesn't like making the bed.
Yes.
So
but it has to be laid.
Then after I make the bed, I can sleep anyhow. So her part of the bed comes undone. And then she would give me serious issues over it. And I almost feel like, but babe, I'm the one that makes the bed now. What's your problem?
It doesn't matter.
You know? But it's interesting. And even the toothpaste conversation, as cliche as it sounds, the truth of the matter
we used to argue about it.
Yes, we used to argue about it.
And it was a big deal.
Honestly, right now, our room is demarcated. She has her side of the bed. I have my side of the bed. She has her wardrobe. I have my wardrobe.
And my bed, my side has to be there for a while.
Her side of the bed is very neat.
He can't lie down on my side of the bed and I get into the room.
Because I own the entire bed and I can sleep anywhere I like.
And turn anyhow.
You know. Interestingly, this issue we're laughing about was a major issue.
Yeah, it was
when
a major
we just
issue.
got married. Surprisingly, when we were dating, we talked about it. So I used to say she was fire and I was water, you know. And we're under the illusion when we were dating that we would be all right.
Yes,
because
exactly.
I was calm and she was hot. And we talked. So, like I mentioned, we had done a lot of talking when we dated. We dated for almost 3-4 years, thereabouts.
3 years.
Yes. So we did a lot of talking. But we thought it would
talked
be
about
okay.
a lot of things. And we thought, we're so cool.
Remember when we went for marriage counseling now?
Yeah.
We felt
cool.
We felt
cool.
Marriage counselor,
but
we felt like, we knew this.
All the songs were new.
We had talked about
so let me talk about something else. When you talk about what we're talking about before marriage and when we felt cool. Yeah. So I used to call you to say, no, maybe we're together on Saturday. And we're like, okay, what are we going to church tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that your Ankara. Okay, let's wear this. Because I used to make clothes, and then we used to do Anko then. And then I'll say, oh, that black one, something. And you just call the house and say, call one of your younger brothers. Okay, help me bring out this and iron it. Lo and behold, we got married. I realized my husband could not iron. I said, Morogo. So all the time he used to come to church with iron clothes. I didn't realize that he used to call his brother to iron for him.
Yeah.
So when we got married, I realized that this man could not iron. That's when I knew that, okay. And initially, I used to iron for you. Then later, it wasn't okay again. We couldn't even afford a maid, not talk. I used to do everything, take care of the home, cook, then iron for you. After a while, I said, come, let me show you how to iron.
Oh, yeah.
To now think that this man ironed one day and was guy for me that he can iron better than me. That one too was an issue. We argued it.
Oh, yeah.
And we had to contest on... we used to argue about flimsy things.
And I think part of the issue really is, naturally, I tend to forget the negatives.
Yes.
So at that point, I'd even forgotten that I didn't know how to iron.
You even forgot that I taught you how to iron.
And that she taught me how to iron.
Aye.
So I now ironed, and I was proud of my work, and I started arguing with her that I could iron. And something as simple as I can iron better than you became a
it became a big deal that day that we argued, and then it led to something else, But now, when we start, and the arguments, we're just like, we already know where it's going to.
Yeah.
And we tell ourselves, no, we're not going this route. I beg, I don't want to have a dick over
and I think that what has helped us, I mean, so if we go back to the little annoying things, even the fact that we have separate sides of the room, for instance, that happened unconsciously.
Yes, it was
we did not sit down and say, okay, let's demarcate the room. What we realized was we had certain petty annoyances, but we loved each other. And we enjoyed each other's company. So how do we cope with this? So it was a coping mechanism for the most part.
And overlooking.
And that was the point I was making earlier, that a lot of the things right now are like furnitures and fittings in our marriage. They are part of the marriage. We found ways to cope with these things because we genuinely love each other. We want to be with each other. You know, we've done so much together. You understand? And so these things just happen. I mean, even now, if she comes into the room and I'm on her side of the bed, she would literally say, John, please move. Do you understand?
Not happily, though.
And I would still have that reaction of, what's wrong with you?
What's the big deal?
What's the big deal? Go and lie down on my own side of the bed. Do you understand? So it still happens. You know, but then I would move.
One day I had to explain to you why I cannot lie down immediately because the place will have been warm.
Exactly.
And that was quite recent, and we argued about it.
And you see, those sort of conversations also help because now, consciously or unconsciously, when I'm on the bed and she's not in the room, and I want to go to her own side of the bed because I'm the free type, I want to just roll everywhere and
scatter everywhere.
I remind myself that, I'm going to warm the bed. And she won't be comfortable lying on it because it would be warm. So I then stay away. But I would never, for the life of me, have thought that being on her side of the bed makes it warm and makes it uncomfortable for her. You know, so so people say that in marriage you should communicate, but I think it's overrated. And I think that the way we talk about it sometimes make it sound like it's a to-do. I don't think that communication should be a to-do. Like the way we communicate, you know, we communicate because to do otherwise means that we will quarrel, we will fight. So I remember that, I can't remember the details again, what you did or what happened, but we had a quarrel early in our marriage and I walked out. I left the house and I started walking, you know, and I used to say that I wanted to walk to clear my head. But then I walked a considerable distance, then I stopped. I said, so who are you punishing? This was a conversation I was having with myself, that who are you punishing? Okay, go back home. So I then went back home. And then when I got home, I met her. She had moved on. She was doing something else. So I said to her, I said to you, babe, this was what you did, this was what you did. And then you looked at me and said, really? I didn't even know that you got upset and that was why you walked away. I should be the one that should be angry with you because this was what you did. This was what you did. At the end of the day, it turned out that
we're seeing it from two different angles. The same
seeing it from
situation.
2 different angles. Exactly.
And we just
and those
talked
are,
about
I think those are some of the reasons why we talk. And we talk a lot. We talk a lot. You know, something happens. This is why. This is what it is, and all of that. We just talk about it, and I think it has helped us.
Yeah. So we still have same issues all the time, but.